I hope you can hear me with all this noise with the fans and stuff, but I want to try something. You know, I'm going to try to grow sweet potatoes this year. And I remember when I was a kid, my mother used to like to stick sweet potatoes in a jar like this and just let them grow all over the place. You know, I guess they're very decorative in the house. You know, they would grow all over the bookshelves and things like that. But we never did plant them and try to grow them like a potato. Now I have been told, or I've seen, that what you do is you get slips. And slips, I understand, are these. If you pull one off. Now let me do this. Now this, I understand, is a slip. But you got to have roots on it. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to root this out. And I'm just going to put it in this water environment right here. Let me get a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. See, I've got a little flood and drain system here, and this is out of the wind. I hope that fan isn't bothering you too much. But what I'm going to do is just kind of set it in here like that, so that there we go, like that, so that the roots are in there, and see if it starts to sprout roots in a few days. If it does, then yeah, that's the way you do it. Then what I'll do is I'll start peeling the rest of these off and start sprouting those too. As a matter of fact, while I'm at it here, let me just pull this one off. Let's see here. There we go, there's another one. Now maybe some of you who really know how to do this are cringing, but I'm going to try this. So here we go. Put another one in here. Okay, now we'll let those two. Well, there's another. This is a pretty big one right here. Let's get this one. And I guess we can put that in the same hole. Okay. So, whoops. Stay there, boy. Now, what we'll do is we'll just let those, make sure they're in the water. We'll just let those sit in the water like that and see if they sprout roots, like a tomato cutting will do. And if they do, boy, we got it. What I'll do is let them sprout some good roots, and we'll, let some more of these shoots come off of here, and make some more slips, and we'll do it. Now look at how the roots on the sweet potato are doing. Look at that. This is just a jar of water. That's all it is. And look at that. How a lot of you didn't know that it would do this. But if you let it grow, like my mother used to do, they'll last for 2-3 months, and they just start growing everywhere. And you have these vines all over the place. And then after a while, they stop growing. You have to throw them away. But anyway, we'll see how these So we'll see if those slips over there actually do sprout roots. And if they do, we're going to plant some sweet potatoes this year out in the garden and see if we can harvest them. Let me grab a little water here for the sweet potato that we've been pulling slips off of. Now, if you remember, I don't know, it was 2 weeks ago, maybe something like that. I was telling you how you get slips off of a sweet potato plant. And you can see there's more have grown back here. But back here are the slips themselves. Now let me show you something. Here we go. Now, look at that. These have rooted. And I think they're probably ready to plant, but I'll let them grow just a little bit longer. But you can see, just sitting in the water like that they root. They sprout roots. So let me put this back in here. And I put it like it was, so the same, there we go. Now, and there's another one. See, there's another one. And I've got a third one, but I don't need to show you that one. The point of all that is that that's how you get slips, and what I'm going to be doing is planting that in another greenhouse that I've got that is rather hot, because my understanding is sweet potatoes grow best where it's rather hot. And here's one I took off just a couple of days ago. Well, yesterday I think it was, and you can see this hasn't started growing any roots yet. Well, if you look really close, you can see there's a little nub starting. But that's how it happens. Now, I pulled the slips off of this one until this thing was bald. But look, see, there's a bunch of slips growing on here. Matter of fact, look at that. Well, let me lift this out. And you can see where some of these slips are. See, they're starting to grow their own roots down there. So I think I'll pull these out. And let's see here. See if we can do this. Now look at that. These slips have already separated just from me pulling them out of the pot. There, look at that. Look at that. This is just from sitting in the jar like that. Isn't that amazing? So you can get slips that way too. Just set them in the jar and let them start growing below the water line. Well, I'm going to put these in the water too. Let me find a suitable spot. Oh, here's one right here. This works. This looks good. There, okay. And we'll let them grow in there, grow some more roots. And really all I was going to show you was that, see, there's more slips here. And let them grow a little bit more and pull more slips off. So one sweet potato, you can get quite a few slips off of there. And of course, you know, the result of that is you can plant a lot of sweet potato plants.